As mayor, I'm committed to protecting you and your family against crime. But now I need your help to pass Proposition S and keep our city safe. Prop S closes a corporate tax loophole to help preserve anti-gang and crime prevention programs and make sure we have enough police, paramedics, and firefighters. Prop S has an annual audit to make sure the money is spent properly. Vote yes on Prop S. Help protect public safety.
With all the things the Hahn administration is accused of doing, corruption, grand juries, subpoenas of the mayor's own records and emails, it's really the things Hahn hasn't done that argue strongest for a change. He's shown almost no interest in improving our schools, broke his promise to hire 1,000 new police, was outmaneuvered by other mayors for stem cell research jobs, and shrank from sight while others settled the MTA strike. So ineffective, the LA Times called him the invisible mayor. Isn't it time for a change?
They work hard, they love their country, they play by the rules. But the cars, steel, and appliances they used to make are now being made overseas, where workers are paid $3 or $4 a day. My opponent supported the trade agreements that cost us these jobs. He says it's just business. I say it's wrong. I'm Sherrod Brown. I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll judge U.S. trade agreements by this standard. Are they fair to America? Do they put Americans first?
I was proud when my son went to Iraq. Then I found out the Army didn't have enough body armor. I wrote every one I could think of. My Senator, Mike DeWine, sent me back a form letter that didn't even mention body armor. Sherrod Brown wasn't my congressman, but he met with me and other military families, then went to bat for our troops and helped them get the equipment they needed. For me, it's easy. I want a senator who cares.
I'm Sherrod Brown. I approve this message.
Mike DeWine's campaign is in trouble because he supported trade deals that sent jobs overseas. So now he's trying to smear Sherrod Brown. But newspapers say DeWine's attacks are not true. So dishonest, stations are pulling them off the air. And state officials confirm Brown paid his taxes. After all these years, can't DeWine offer more than smears and distortions? Maybe the Dayton Daily News said it best. They called him mud-loving Mike DeWine.
I'm Sherrod Brown. I approve this message.
The son of a bricklayer and school teacher, he's raising his family in the same middle-class neighborhood where his parents raised him. Brian Higgins has never forgotten where he comes from. It's why he fought to pass healthcare reform and the EPIC prescription program. He'll take the fight for our families to the floor of Congress to end tax breaks for millionaires, protect Social Security, and penalize companies sending jobs overseas to protect American jobs and put our people back to work.
I'm Brian Higgins, and I approve this message.
Around here, we're ready for almost any emergency. But today, we're seeing more and more people use the ER like a doctor's office because they don't have a doctor. Waiting rooms are overcrowded, and everyone's costs are going up to pay for it all. That's why the governor and legislature have got to keep working to get something done this year. People need health care they can count on. If we don't make it better now, it'll keep getting worse.
We are part of the 30 million Californians with health insurance.
At least on paper.
With kids, you have to have it.
But the costs just keep going up.
$900 a month for our family.
Not to mention all the copays.
I'm putting off a mammogram.
Checkups and screenings, they're luxuries we can't afford.
If the governor and legislature asked us, I'd tell them, talk's cheap. Healthcare isn't.
It's not real healthcare.
Unless we can afford to use it.
Their hard work makes America work. They've been called the silent majority, the forgotten middle class. They're the backbone of our country. But under this president and this Congress, they've seen real wages decline. 3 million manufacturing jobs lost. Now white-collar jobs outsourced overseas. Healthcare costs skyrocketing. College tuition rising out of reach. Our borders unprotected. Isn't it time to take care of our own? Only you can make change.
Poisonous pet food, snacks tainted with salmonella, carcinogenic fish, all part of the growing influx of food and produce from China sold at Walmart, the biggest importer of Chinese goods. So when Congress voted to require stores to disclose where food comes from, Walmart lobbied to block the law. Why is Walmart trying to protect Chinese suppliers instead of its customers? Go to wakeupwalmart.com. See why Walmart and China's called the ultimate joint venture.
Every face tells a different story. Some defenseless, some forgotten, some just out of luck. Whatever caused their particular circumstance, the fact remains they need shelter. Battered women, homeless families, foster children, senior citizens. Prop 1C will build new shelters and affordable housing to help people when they need help the most. And it has an annual audit to make sure the money is spent properly. Yes on 1C, part of the One Plan to Rebuild California.
As a teacher and a mother, I'm joining with other parents to stop I-892, the slot machine initiative. 892 will put slot machines in our neighborhoods, in restaurants and bowling alleys, and places close to schools and malls. I'm concerned about our neighborhoods, but most of all, I'm worried about the message we're sending to our children. If you're concerned about having slot machines in your neighborhood, then join me and other mothers in voting no on I-892.
Paid for by the No on I-892 Committee. So many misleading initiatives. Wouldn't it be nice to give them a lie detector test? Take I-892. They claim it's electronic scratch tickets, but they're really slot machines. They say it's a modest expansion of gambling, but it's 18,000 new slots at thousands of neighborhood locations. They claim you'll get a big tax cut, but out-of-state gambling corporations take 65% for themselves, then send what's left to Olympia. No on 892. No on the slot machine initiative. Paid for by the No on I-892 Committee.